Oliver loves people so much, especially his babies. Literally the best cat. We have 2 others. Hopefully they didn't hear. But he loves hanging out with Asher. He did the same with Briar. Asher is knocked out, so I have a couple of minutes to kind of do a little bit of an update. So we are officially 5 weeks postpartum. This postpartum has definitely been different. I think the whole experience from baby number 1 to number 2 has been different. And what I mean by that is I've definitely had different hormonal experiences with postpartum with Asher in comparison to Briar. With Briar, I remember it being just a breeze. I think I still had not intrusive thoughts, but thoughts of like, oh, what if this drops? Or like, what if this drops? Or like, I need to like watch out for this, or what if he hits his head on this? And I actually read in an article when that was happening with Briar that it's basically your body just making you aware of your environment while you're trying to pay attention towards the baby in front of you. So I was like, oh, okay, so it's just like a natural instinct. So that definitely made me calm my mind about it, because I was like, why am I thinking like every worst case scenario? And it's literally just your body taking a look at the environment and just saying like, hey, beware of that. So that was very well reassuring. With Asher, I have a little bit of that. I think it's kind of half toddler, half newborn. So it's like, oh my gosh, I have to watch out for what my toddler's got going on, and then I have to watch out for what my newborn has going on. And honestly, the biggest threat to my newborn is my toddler. He is just so not aware of his surroundings. He's so gentle with Briar, or with Asher at times. But there are other times where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I have no idea how he just made that one step and missed his head by like a centimeter. But everything with the 2 boys is going really well. They're both healthy. They're both growing. With the postpartum aspect, I have been experiencing night sweats, which they're so interesting because I didn't have that with Briar. But the first couple of weeks, there were like hot flashes, just waking up feeling like really warm, a little sweaty. For the first couple of weeks, Asher slept on my chest, so he would wake up a little sweaty. And then I got mastitis. Dun dun dun. I thought because I didn't get it with Briar that I was just like, I don't know, immune to mastitis. Turns out you're not. I am not. I have no idea actually how I got it, because I'm pretty confident I did not get it from like engorgement or like a clogged duct, just because I didn't feel any like bumps or anything like that. What I think happened is that Briar hit me kind of hard in the chest accidentally, and I think that may have maybe damaged some breast tissue, which could have caused mastitis. Or my other thought is, so I'm still tandem nursing Briar and Asher, and there were times prior that I was feeding them both at the same time, and maybe Briar didn't have a good enough latch, and he may have like, I don't know, maybe just had a poor latch and like teethed into the area and maybe released, I don't know, triggered some type of infection. Oliver, there's just no way you're about to get on Asher right now. This cat will do anything to get close. Just, your tongue is not very comfortable. Just don't lick him, okay? And yeah, those are my 2 theories. I have no idea. Maybe it was an improper latch, or it was damage to the breast tissue. Maybe I did have an underlying clogged duct that I just didn't notice, but I didn't have any like redness or engorgement or like any strain. That is kind of a cute photo. I might have to take a photo really quick. I'll add that photo below. That's a really cute photo of them. Oliver loves his humans so much. Okay, so yeah, to circle back anyways, mastitis was insane. insane in the aspect of it was very, very uncomfortable. So I started to get body aches. I thought I was just like, I was like, wow, maybe I just haven't been stretching and I'm just really sore. And so I did some stretching and I was like, I don't know, this isn't going away. Then I started to get the aches. Then I started to get the chills, like just shaking. And then for 48 hours, I was hit with the flu-like symptoms. So fever hit up. It was just like, it was very interesting fever. It was kind of like fluctuating, like it was higher, then it would drop back down. But it was very low grade, so it never went over 100.8. So I actually called my midwife. I talked to my lactation consultant. This is not medical advice, by the way, so please do your own research, do what you feel comfortable with. But what I ultimately ended up doing is I did sunflower lecithin with choline, which helps. So I was taking that 3 to 4 times daily. I was alternating between like nature. She's got a, Dr. Green Mom has a nature like ibuprofen. And then at one point it was just, I was so uncomfortable with the aches that I took ibuprofen. And then I did a couple castor oil pulls. And ultimately, after 48 hours, everything started to really just go away. So to me, that was awesome. I did not take antibiotics. I had them. My midwife dropped them off just in case, because she said sometimes it might just, help speed up the process of feeling better. But I very much, from my understanding, it's safe to take antibiotics while breastfeeding. I just try to go as holistic and natural as possible before I kick in that second line of defense. So I was like, okay, if I go past 48 hours, then I'll start taking the antibiotics. I'm not anti-medicine. I'm just, let's see what we could do before we get there. So the tools that I did utilize, they ultimately ended up helping me beat it. But yeah, wow, what an experience. So moving forward, I'm no longer tandem nursing them. Just not nursing them at the same time. I'll nurse them at different times. I'll make sure that Asher eats and then Briar can nurse. He only nurses like maybe 1 to 2, maybe sometimes 3 times per day. And then just make sure that he doesn't aim for my chest with anything. My lactation consultant, she joked. She said that I should get a medieval breastplate. So yeah, that was a very, very interesting experience, to say the least. Definitely going to, just implement some new things, make sure that I'm alternating sides. I just never want to go through that again, and I hope no one else. I wouldn't wish that upon anybody. I hate being sick, and that was rough. I haven't had the flu in so long, so the last time I actually had flu-like symptoms was from a workout. Apparently, if you push yourself too hard, you could get what they call the barbell flu, which is literally flu-like symptoms. So like, I'm getting flu-like symptoms off of silly things lately, or in the last couple of years, but no flu. Trying to think. So after my battle with mastitis, which lasted those couple days, we're back to feeling energized, back to being normal. Asher and Briar are doing really well. Asher, he is thriving. I can't believe he's over a month. He's so much more alert now. His wake windows are getting a little bit longer. He still gets some good sleep in, but his wake windows are getting longer. Yeah, all in all, he's growing. He's getting big. He's out of his newborn clothes. He's in the 0 to 3 month, 3 to 6 month. He's a big kid. Man, Briar, we celebrated his 2nd birthday. He had so much fun. I can't believe I have a 2-year-old. He is talking and doing all of the things now. Briar is such a fun-loving kid. He is so adventurous. 2 is crazy, for sure, but he's also about me and mine, and no. So we get that a lot, but he has 0 fears. He will, I'm not even gonna call it a trust fall. He will trust jump. And if someone's there to catch him, great. But if not, also great because he had fun. The other day I was washing dishes and we have a child lock on all of our cabinets. So sometimes he'll come up to the cabinets and he'll like slam the cabinets. Well, he then decided that he was going to full force slam his head into the cabinet. And he did it. And I was like, okay, if I react, maybe he'll react, but I'm curious to see if I don't react. And I didn't react. And he just goes, wow, and then walks away. So every time he hits his head or, has a big fall or a big crash, he goes, wow, and then he goes about his day. He just has no fears. I bet you he's gonna be an adrenaline junkie, just like his dad. But we'll see. My mother-in-law, her really good friend who is a NICU nurse, taught me a really cool trick. I would say it's a trick with Asher. So Asher, my letdown is pretty fast, so he'll swallow, and I'm pretty confident that he swallows some air and it hardens his stomach. And sometimes he gets really upset and I know it hurts his stomach. So usually I just go through the rotation of like over the shoulder, giving him a break, and then I try to nurse him again. And over the weekend, she was like, is it okay if I try something? And I was like, yeah, of course, because he'll just get into kind of like an uncontrollable crying cycle. And my heart hurts because there's nothing I can do except for, continue to offer comfort and over the shoulder. And so she showed me this, and this is something that I just personally want to remember so I can pass it down to my kids. But let me see how I can set this up. Okay, so it's almost like a football hold, but I think a football hold is like this. But basically, you have your arm come down, and then you have your hand, and you have your fingers in the crotch area, and your wrist kind of puts a little pressure on the stomach, which creates that comfort. And then you just give some pats on the back, and it honestly helps him calm down and release his air. And then she had him falling asleep within a couple of minutes. And usually it's like Austin and I going back and forth, trying to help him. But this was an awesome thing. She just said, don't hold out the leg. Just be careful with that, or else it could turn blue from the circulation. But this was just an awesome trick I learned to kind of help relieve that gas in that stomach. So hopefully, if this helps, or if you pass this on, I hope it helps. But yeah, just a cool trick that I forever want to remember. And he's just chilling. Other than that, things have been going really, really well. I've definitely had some moments when I was sick where I was like, oh man, maybe I'm in too deep. But those moments passed, and I'm just incredibly grateful to have two loving, growing, healthy, happy boys. So that is my month-ish update. Someone did tell me that they believed 0 to 1 to be the hardest. I'm not convinced yet. I think 0 to 2 so far has been the biggest challenge, and I think it's just because you're trying to give your time in multiple places. You're trying to give your time to a newborn, you're trying to give your time to a toddler, you're trying to give your time to yourself, you're trying to give time to your husband, to your house. It's definitely a bit more trickier, but day by day I'm getting a lot better. I still haven't felt incredibly confident to leave the house and like go do an activity with them. So we've just been hanging out at home for the most part, but I'm hopeful. Well, I know in the future I'll be more confident. I just don't know how I'm gonna hold a grip on Bri when we're out and about, because he loves to explore. So I definitely have to grow confident in that area more. Oh man, yeah. Aside from that, everything else is going really well. Day by day we're getting better. We're getting more of a grip on things, that's for sure.